You know, you said that boxing is dead. You know, we've had Ryan Garcia on the podcast. We hung out with him recently. He's one of the biggest names in the business. He's sort of having some of a mental meltdown these days. Have you followed that story?
Yeah.
A little bit here and there. It doesn't look good. Who knows what's going on?
He's expected to fight on 4/20, which is Delhi's favorite holiday. So we'll be all getting together on that day. What are your expectations for that fight? Do you actually think he's going to make it to the fight?
Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Seeing the stuff he's been talking about lately, I don't know if he should be at a fight or if he should, you know, be seeking help from a psychologist or something. But
you think it's like a mental thing? You think he got knocked around too hard, or what?
What has he said recently?
Maybe it was he got knocked around, or maybe, you know, he's seen some crazy stuff as a kid that he has mental trauma that he can't get past. So, you know, he was making allegations to, I think, Grover Island or something where like they like rape little kids and they did some.
Well, he was talking about what Alex Jones was talking about out there on the West Coast.
Grove.
Bohemian Grove. There it is.
Bohemian
Thank
Grove.
you.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bohemian
And
Grove.
you know, PBD's in his ear, and he's like, "Listen, bro, for the next month, don't talk about anything other than your fight. No religion, no God, no pedophilia, no drama, no politics, no nothing. Focus." And he came and did a response. He's like, "Just so you know, for the next 30 days, pull up a picture of Ryan Garcia just so ladies know. Good-looking kid, great little fighter." And he's like, "For the next 30 days, I'm going to stay focused." That lasted like 3 days. And then he started doing some other stuff. But like, if you're about to do a fight, you know, if you're 30 days out, if you're a month out, I mean, how focused do you have to get? There's Ryan Garcia right here. One of the biggest names in boxing these days, right? Like, if you were going to say something to him, just as a fighter,
Yeah.
right? If you were in his corner, his cut man, his manager, his coach,
Yeah.
what would you say to a kid like that?
I would say, man, go lock yourself up, isolate yourself from the world, man. The only thing that matters is about getting your hand raised and proving the critics wrong in this fight. So I would say you need to chill out, you know, and don't be spending so much energy and time in these interviews and saying these crazy things online on social media. No, get away from that. That's not real life. Live in the moment. Live with your training. You know, it's a vigorous schedule. You know, you're training twice a day, getting ready for these fights. You're doing sparring, so like, all your head needs to be into your sparring, your focus. If your head's somewhere else, you're going to get knocked around. You're going to get hit around. It's not a safe sport to do. So, you know, I would just recommend that, you know, you take this more serious and stop messing around on the internet.
Jesus. No, and then we talked about Jake Paul, and he fought, was it Nate Diaz? Or he fought Nate,
Yeah,
okay.
Nate, yeah.
And now I just saw breaking news. I don't know if you can, this came out, I think, yesterday, I believe. Nate Diaz is fighting Masvidal, who's, you know, we talked about this on the PBD podcast. You know, not your friend, needless to say. At one point, you guys were friends.
Yeah.
Roommates at one point, best buddies.
Best buddies.
Stabbed you in the back, apparently.
Yeah.
Now, Malik, you have that story? So Diaz and Masvidal ditched the MMA for a rematch in boxing. Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal will fight again on June 1st in Inglewood, always up to no good, California. The two fought in UFC 244 in 2019. And Masvidal won on a TKO doctor stoppage. The event, distributed by FanMio, a pay-per-view site, will be dubbed Last Man Standing. So what are your expectations? You fought Masvidal. You beat him, right? Have you ever fought Nate Diaz?
Nah, he was scared of my shadow. Same stuff, you know, like,
So-
he would never fight me.
Never fight you.
Nah, he's a Stockton soy boy, man. He knows he can't mess with MAGA bombs, America's champion.
He's not ready for that.
Not ready for that.
But he had
Different
Stockton, California
different
out there.
levels.
Those Diaz boys.
Bro, he's a journeyman. He has double-digit losses on his record. He had like 25 losses. He was like 26 and 25. Like, where's the honor and legacy in that type of record? Guy's a bum. Both these guys are bum. They're washed up freaking journeymen in the sport, and now they're looking to go do a payday in boxing. No one's gonna buy that. It's like a $50 or $70 pay-per-view. Who's gonna spend $50 or $70 when we have inflation going on in America right now? Like, people can't even make it past the grocery store and past the gas station in Biden's America. How are they gonna spend $70 on a pay-per-view? No one wants to see that. No one's gonna watch it.
So pull up the headline, the headshot right there, if you don't mind, Malik. Obviously, Colby thinks that nobody's going to be watching it. I don't disagree, by the way. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this fight. Pull that on, Malik. Give us your expectation on this fight. Who do you think is going to win this fight? If you had to put your money, I know you're not friends with either of these guys, but if you had to put your money on who's going to win this fight, Colby Covington, Diaz versus Masvidal, who would you put your money on?
I'd put my money on the fans, you know, because no one wants to see this fight. These guys aren't boxers.
You just would refund the money to
I
the
would
fans.
refund, give the money back to the fans. I'm sorry that you guys have to pay for this circus clown show. This is not fighting. These are not even two boxers. These are two MMA fighters that are going into the boxing ring. So I would say that I would apologize to fans, give them their money back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.